A long time ago, a game I used to play all the time back on both my DS and the iPad mentioned in previous videos was Scribblenauts. I was obsessed with this game, but I never really cared for the game's story. I would just pour dozens of hours in the hub world trying to create the weirdest things possible. As someone who loved the game, for whatever reason, I never actually got around to playing Scribblenauts Unlimited or Unmasked, and I've always wanted to. I decided now is the perfect time to go for every single Scribblenauts Platinum trophy, as it consists of every Scribblenauts game that I'm able to record, being Unlimited, Unmasked, and Showdown. Arguably one of the worst games ever made at a 3 out of 10 rating. Yeah, in terms of the original Scribblenauts game, it's actually much harder to play and record, so even though I was officially planning on a Scribblenauts Remix 100% video, due to technical reasons, I'm switching to every Platinum trophy instead. However, before we move on to Scribblenauts, I wanted to make a bit of an announcement. Recently, I've been getting hundreds upon hundreds of comments asking me to 100% a certain game that takes 400 hours to complete. I will say what the game is on a video that's related to the game, but here I won't say what it is. Anyway, knowing that the game would take 400 hours, I would always ignore the request, but due to how many people have been asking for the game, I figured I'd make a deal instead. If you guys watching get me to 65,000 subscribers by the end of the year, I'm willing to pour 400 hours in the game and make a video on it for you guys, but only if I hit 65,000 by the end of the year. And it's a big jump simply because the game really is miserable to go through, so I have to make a big deal to do a big game. Anyways, let's move back into Scribblenauts. For these games' Platinums, for whatever reason you can actually only buy Unlimited and Unmasked in a bundle and not separate, meaning for these 3 games there's only 2 Platinums, and I heard some bad stories that the Scribblenauts Mega Pack is extremely glitchy when playing Unmasked, and I would end up experiencing a ton of these glitches. Okay. Sword. Kryptonite. It's looking a little buggy, but you stupid game, bro. I don't even know what to say, dude. Like, what is wrong with this freaking game, man? Like, it's pissing me off, dude. Ignoring that clip until later in the video, of course, starting things off, I decided to 100% Unlimited first, as it's heavily considered the greatest Scribblenauts game ever made, and is the sole reason I decided to make this video. Starting things off, we learn about Maxwell's family with his 40 siblings and his parents, where Maxwell's twin sister Lily was punished by his parents and turned into stone, where we were tasked with finding 60 Stardies throughout the world map to save our sister. There are a total of 112 Stardies and 217 object shards to get in order to fully complete this game. And in terms of trophies, I get a trophy for each time I get enough Stardies to heal Lily a little bit. And I was honestly sitting here thinking about how I would go through this game's story, but truth is, I actually already went over 50% of it with you guys, and the other half we see is after we beat the game. So to make this seem straightforward, this game plays out with one section of a world map with a select amount of worlds for me to choose from, and I don't actually have to do them all. I can pick the ones I like the most, and once I get a certain amount of Stardies, a new map opens up until we finally reach at least 60 to finish the story and open up a new area. Each level has a different amount of object shards ranging from 5 to 11 each level, and to get object shards I need to locate someone who needs my help and fulfill their request. These act as side quests and they're not major levels. In each area there are also 1 to 2 main quests to go for, acting as a level in said area, giving me a level to go through, doing things like helping a dude on his date or preparing for a zombie apocalypse ending and killing everyone. Oh, and for those that don't know how this game works, we have a notebook, and anything I want to make I write in the book and it spawns in the level. And if I want, I can change these things by adding an adjective to make its color or behavior change. Anyways, let's move on to me finishing up the story. Fraternity brother, you need a little help? Help the street performer develop his career as a rock star. Or maybe we could just add a random person and then give him the adjective drummer, but let's go ahead and add a guitar. I forgot how to spell it, but I think it's like this. Alright, that is what you want, homies. Oh, was that all? The instrument is awesome, but my band would sound a lot better with additional members. Alright, let's go ahead and add a druggie. Alright, we got a freaking drummer, yo. Now we need to give him actual drums, or he can just dance like that. That works too. Now this is what I call a band. Now we need his equipment to put on a real show. Oh, I got you, homies. Let's just add just drums in general. You know what I'm saying? Give it to him, yo. Let's go, dude. Friggin' peak. He's got some music going. Now what's next? We need to add another person. Let's add friggin'... Let's give this dude a mic, okay? Pick up and give it to this, because I want... This guy's got the voice of a singer, yo. This guy. Give. You can play the guitar. Okay, and then we're gonna give this one a mic, alright? Street rock, yo. Street rock. Good job. Checking Lily at the farm to unlock new levels. Magical globe for rent. Let's go. I think that's just for giving her the first 3 or something. She's turning into stone. Oh, there's a friggin' world map. Okay. And each unlocks new areas. Alright, let's go. What's the Punction Plaza? Where was the city I was in? It says defibrillator. What even is that? Okay, to do this one I need a defibrillator. What even is a defibrillator? Defibrillator? What the fetch is this? I have to give it to her? Bro, what is that? Is that what they use in, like, the hospital thingy-bobbers? Alright, well, now she needs to test the fire alarms. Oh, I can just play the sound? Working. Loud working fire alarm. That worked. Helping hand. Get all the starties in any level. Alright, cool. Level complete, yo. Let's go, dude. The Virgule Gallery. Okay. Well, this is a separate area, but I'm still down to do this right now. Help Maxwell provide art that will be sure to please Patreons of the museum. It's opening day of the museum. Place something in the frames that will be sure to please them. Everything is in the frames, though. Oh, okay, well, that was right. Oh, okay, so something like... Okay, here comes somebody else. What is something that this Patreon would like to see? Place it in the frame. Okay, a troglodyte? What the fetch would this guy want to say? Maybe a tree, you know? Maybe he's never seen a tree before, you know? Maybe he's a bum. You know, you want to see a friggin' tree, dude? Wow, he actually did want to see a tree. That was just a dumb guess, but... Alright. This guy, he'd want to see friggin' Scooby-Doo. I accidentally clicked a little bit. Horse. Wah. There, dude. Alright, next one. Alright, who are you? Mrs. Claus. Oh, you want to see friggin' Santa? Or like an elf. Let's do elves. Santa's too obvious, okay? Elf. You look like you would love to see. That was the wrong elf. Not fantasy, but holiday. Okay, that's what we want here. There's your elf claws. 8 starities. Go ahead, Lily, to check on the new levels. Alright, Lily. Patches and his kite. There you go, dude. I got you a starity. Laser. Let's melt it all down. Laser beam. No. Waboom. Waboom. See, lasers do the charm, yo. Lovely lawn. Okay, what else? There, you're skilled now. Why is Karate Kid here? Got a new starty, good job. Go to Lily. Alright, let's go to Lily. Rex the Dinosaur Hunter. There you go, Lily. What the? Pick avatar? What's this? Oh, is this how I change my dude? Or can I, like, make my own, too? New. Yo, I can change the way he looks? Dude, how do I make him into, like, friggin' Sonic, dude? Nobody here looks cool. Will that give me a trophy? Yes, Maxwell in disguise. Okay, let's go back to regular Maxwell. I don't like this dude. He's a loser. Alright, that's what I needed. I needed an engine. Alright, well, there we go. Let's go! And now I can go help Lily a little bit again. Doctor's on call completed. Let's go to Lily. Yar matey. Okay. I think I'm supposed to be going to like the new world it gives me, but I'm going back and doing a full 100%, so I'm doing everything like in order. Oh no, it means it because of this. We saved my pirate brother. Okay. Alright, now we have this assignment here. Okay, it's the annual school science fair. Help the student win by creating a life form. What? Okay, first give the paramecium a source of nutrition. What has a source of nutrition? Little salad works. Now I need some heat to grow. Okay. We'll do a fireplace so I don't burn anything and kill anything. Where's a good spot? Cool. Whoa. Wow, it's starting to grow. Next I should give it something a creature's body would need. Torso? Should I just say torso? Oh. Torso. You need a torso, right? Now it's really starting to grow. Next I should help integrate it into society. Okay, how? Give it clothes? Human? Yeah, okay, that was it. Lastly, I should give it a name. Place the letters on canvas and then flip the switch. Yo, what the fetch is that? Okay, well... Now I need to add letters on it? Wait. Okay, wow. We made a butterfly alien thingy. That's interesting. Well, that was a simple enough mission, so that's also time to go to Lily for another trophy. Chillin' with Chili. Alright, bet. That's 24 shines. Star rights. I need to get my jetpack back. Wait, what's this? Help a lizard grow up to be the terror of the kingdom. The orphaned dragon. Alright. So, first thing is we're gonna make you freaking big, dude. You're gonna be a giant. Well, I could actually say giant. Yeah, low key. You know what? Let's say giant. That'll be even better, dude. It'll be a giant one. Yo, she's an ice dragon. Give her something to imbue her with powerful ice breath. I love frosty things. You want like a snowman? Or snowman, bruh. Oh, that worked. Okay. Train your dragon. Put a person in the cage who can oppose with an ice dragon. Alright, friggin' Yeti is the obvious answer. Boom, bro. Hooked. Alright, bet. So that's also the last one, so we're gonna get a trophy here. Oh, alright, bro. Bet, bruh. The Orphan Dragon. It's number 30, so let's go back to Lily, dude. Tony and the Outlaw. Okay. Alright, chat. I'm gonna have to be quiet here, because, you know, it's 3 a.m., but I took a little bit of a break, but we're having back on the game now, so. And yeah, it's almost 3 a.m. My dad's gonna wake up in 1 hour, so I better get this trophy quickly. But we're just gonna do one other one real quick for a quick trophy. I just kind of figured, you know what, let's do this one right now. Let's start off with egg, just because it's a quick type one. And this one, we gotta friggin', like, wait. Gotta make it friggin' huge, okay. And then, we're gonna paint it blue. Blue giant egg, bro. Okay. Properties, and it's a weapon. Alright. Weapon damage does a whole lot, yo. Alright, bet. How do I save? We're gonna name it friggin' Peak, yo. And there we go. Make it yours. Edit an object or avatar in Scribblenauts Unlimited. Just a quick one I wanted to do real quick. Yo. You have colorful food, man. Come on. Ah. Well, my brain's thank you, thank you. Alright. Yo. Alright, we got a big old shark now. Now to catch the fudge megalodon. Give the megalodon its dinner. A human? Like what? Wait, low-key, is that what it wants? Eat her up. Yo, that worked. Alright, it did want a human. Alright, W, bro. And now we're gonna get a trophy, so let's go grab it, yo. Teaching a businessman to fish. That is 40 starites. Now it's time to go to Lily. And Bubbles' magical aquatic adventure. Let's go, dude. Next we need someone to manage the treasure, right? Someone who is good with money. Alright, millionaire. Here you go. Defending the ship is a major priority. Place someone who is familiar with weapons inside the armory. Oh, dude. We'll do a Viking, dude. Vikings used a lot of ships, so... I'll give you guys a Viking. Oh, yeah. Sailing the high seas can really build up an appetite. Play someone who knows the kitchen and how to cook. Alright, we'll give you a friggin' goated chef, dude. Come on now. Alright, let's put somebody cool in here, yo. Who's a loser that deserves to be in jail? Lock up a zombie in here, yo. That'd be lit. Here, zombie girl in jail. Okay, the cruise is complete. Place someone who can navigate the ship in the crow's nest. A parrot or something, right? That's probably what it's hinting at. You want a parrot, dude? Here. Yo, I was right. Alright, cool. There we go. There's the star already. Let's go get our trophy, dude. Come on, bruh. Thank you. Let's go. Where can I find some sailors? It's number 50. Alright, let's get a trophy. Buzzing to the stars. Oh, dude, she's cooked, bruh. He really needs toilet paper. See, like, okay. How is anybody ever supposed to figure out he needs toilet paper? It doesn't even give that hint. Let's look at what the objective was. Can't hold it. Oh. He can't hold in his poo. That's probably what it's talking about. He can't hold in his crap, bruh. That's still a terrible hint, and I don't even care what anybody says. Here's your toilet. Uh-oh. I need to get rid of this little demon girl here. I forgot I put her in. Before you kill my buds, get the fetch out. Alright, it's probably in the name here. I'll have to come up with something stupid. Only one. Hat Thief Hannah. Hat Thief? Okay, so you want a hat then. Here's a hat, yo. Come out, come out. Look at that. I'm friggin' genius. Why is the sun coming out? Okay. I gotta take a dump myself, actually, so I'm gonna stop recording and, you know, go drop a big one, because I might be in there for a while. End of the story. Here you go, Lily. Wait, what happened to her being fully made of stone? Wait, what the? Didn't we already have this cutscene before? Dude, I totally had this cutscene before, and I didn't see a trophy pop either. Yo, what? Whoa, I think my game glitched. Wait, dude, I'm so, like, confused right now. I'm lost, honestly. They replayed the 50 cutscene, I don't know why. Anyways, Lily saved. I didn't get a trophy pop. At least I didn't notice one. Let's go.
And then I was fine. The glow wasn't coming from the starlight, though.
There we go, Sister Savior. Bring 60 stardies to Lily. So that is the story over with. I can now play as Lily. Actually, believe it or not, you guys, on the original Scribblenauts, Lily is like my main character. I don't know why, but for some reason, you guys, when it comes to video games, I always use a girl skin. Doesn't matter the game, but I'm always playing as a girl. But trust me, I'm not a fanboy, okay? And there is the entire story. Now, I know we kind of sped through this, and it's not because I want the video to be super short or anything, but it's simply from the fact that the story only takes around 5 hours to get through. And on top of that, 100% completing this game only takes roughly 10 to 12 hours to do, while Unmasked is 30 hours in comparison. Now, with the 60 starties unlocked, I still had 72 more to get, and getting the 217 object shards does give me starties as well for every 10 I get. But these object shards aren't for the ones you saw me get earlier in each level. These are different ones which I will get into later. For the next part, however, as I was going through and fully completing each level and fulfilling people's requests, there was a silver trophy for me to obtain for finding all 40 of my brothers and completing their side quests. They can be found in pretty much every level, and by this point, I think I found and helped maybe half of them. I wouldn't directly go for each brother right away. I would just find them as I work my way through each world in order. And here I actually want to talk about each world. Since I played this game through the order of each level and not in the order of each world I unlocked, I didn't actually go through any of the really cool levels yet for the story, which we would get into right now. Some of the really cool levels here were the Halloween themed levels, where I had to give ghosts their bodies, and I had some levels going through a haunted house, and of course these levels did only take like 8 minutes each, and there's not a whole lot going on for each area, but for what each level is, they're pretty nice. Another level was based on the old trickster tales like Humpty Dumpty, Rumpelstiltskin, Jack and the Beanstalk, and this is by far my favorite area, as it definitely had the best main quest and side quest to go through where you actually have to solve the trickster tales yourself. There are so many others as well as like pirate areas and Egyptian areas, but the quests are so short that there isn't really much to talk about, but that's honestly part of the charm of the Scribblenauts series. The game definitely has the most complicated and creative missions in the series, but they're still short. Anyways, with the more interesting levels out of the way, as I made my way down to the last couple areas, before I would get the bulk of the trophies, I decided I was just going to find the last 3 brothers and do their quests to get me another trophy. So let's take a look around. Maybe, I just missed my other brother here. Yep, he was here the whole time. Alright, what you need, man? Create any mythical beast to be my friend. Alright, Cthulhu. That's an easy one. Cthulhu, here's your friend. There we go, brotherly love. Help all 40 Maxwell's brothers. Now, I was looking for this guy for a while without realizing, yeah, sometimes there's 2 in 1, so I should've just came here, but with that trophy down, we move on to honestly the only boring part about this game, and that's getting the 217 object shards now. In order to do this, I need to go back to Lily's farm, and in the menu there are 8 sections of things to do, where each section has a list of missions for me to finish, and doing one grants me 1 object shard. These missions are just random things to do in the game, often being tied to a pun, or doing random things to transform objects into more random things, or some missions to just have riding a certain vehicle or playing a certain instrument for the very first time. And I had to finish 217 of these short missions, and it's a pretty boring process doing them all back to back in one go, but it only took roughly an hour and a half to get them all done, granting me every last trophy in this game. I need to hatch this thing with heat. Can I just warm it? I need heat, so let's see if this is good. Heater. Yeah, alright, there we go. Living large. Get all object shards in the living category. There we go. Potato. There we go. Food fight. Get all object shards in the food category. That's 2 of 8 categories done. Yep. I feel dumb for not knowing this, but I don't know anything about airboats, so there we go. Cars, trains, and planes. Now let's do the next one. I don't even have to whistle. Okay, here. Jamming out. That's 4 of 8 done. Just a little under, maybe just about an hour. Who knows? Yeah, there we go. 4 more sections to go. Okay, you guys, I want to go ahead and show something because I decided to do this. So as you guys can see, I'm at 110 of 112 starities. But if we go to shards, I only have 213 of 217 because I decided to leave one last one in the last 4 sections so that I can pop a whole bunch of trophies back to back, which will be, I think, 6. Well, not back to back. 3 of them will be back to back, but the other 3 will not be. Anyways, so the last one for the miscellaneous section is I need to make a hammock and go into it, basically. Sleep on it, whatever. So let's just go ahead and sleep. Boom, the kitchen sink. I also made sure the last one that I was missing was the last one on each area, so I can quickly just pull it up on my phone. So, and the other one is put on oven mitts and pick up a hot object. Okay. Oven mitts. Let's go ahead and grab some. Alright, so I have oven mitts. What is something that's hot? Pick it up. I can't pick that up. What if I just place like a key or something? Because I know this is something you have to do later in the game. Or, not later, but earlier in the game, but you actually cool it down. So what if I place a key on here and then I add it and make it hot? Because I'm kind of getting this idea from the, you know, anyways, it's like the grandma activity. Anyways, fashion statement, there's that trophy. And then let's pull up my phone. The next one for the is use a crowbar on a crate. Okay, so let's get a crate. So let's go ahead and use. Boom, fun with weapons. Alright, and then the last one is type Scribblenauts. Wow, what kind of timing is that? The last one's just straight up type Scribblenauts. I want to go ahead and wipe this. This has to be a special moment on my video camera. Like, built, you know, like the one that's inside of the PS5. Okay, the clip you get has to be a special one. So we're playing as my favorite Scribblenauts character, friggin' Lily. Alright, Scribblenauts. What the? I did not do that. What kind of... I honestly did not plan this, but I think it's to be Scribblenauts, not Scribblenaut, so... No, just straight up Scribblenaut. That's what it says it is. What? Just kidding, I freaking used my phone for that one. I'm not even gonna act a genius, okay? Turn it off. Playing with the gadgets and... Notepad Explorer. This one is for getting all 217 object shards. And Starlight Get. Got all 112 Starlights. And Scribblenauts Unlimited. With Scribblenauts Unlimited done, we move on to the second half of this platinum, Scribblenauts Unmasked. This game is the direct sequel to Unlimited, where the story starts here with Maxwell and Lily ripping out a page of their notebook to travel to Gotham City, where the teleporter they used to get there ends up breaking. And not only that, but it unleashed the doppelganger, Maxwell's evil alternative version of himself, who teams up with the DC supervillains to destroy the world, where we team up with the Justice League to stop him, and ultimately fix our teleporter thing and return home. Now this game is a lot different from Unlimited, as here there are only 11 areas to explore, each having one major quest, and upon completing it we get a stardy, and once we get 10 stardies we can move on to the final 11th level and finish up the game. In each area, rather than getting object shards on the side, we have random switching missions to do to help citizens or stop supervillains to increase our reputation value to unlock even more areas. Now this game is extremely short, but getting reputation in this game can take a long time. So even though there's only 10 stardies to get, each locked in like a 5-minute long mission tops, it actually takes a pretty long time to get to the end of the game. Also, it's worth mentioning that every trophy we get in this game is a miscellaneous trophy for just doing random things, except for a trophy we get for beating this game and getting enough reputation points to buy every costume in the game, which by the way takes like 20 to 30 hours to do. The missions were pretty simple, like in Gotham, the first mission of the game, we simply help Batman stop the Joker, and in Green Lantern's world we help stop this orange dude from stealing the stardy in this world, and so on. The whole point is to beat Doppelganger and the supervillains from getting the stardies. Before moving on from the story, because I noticed pretty much every trophy was a miscellaneous one, I decided to pop every trophy that was quick and easy right now just to get them out of the way. Okay. Is this all I have? Or is there... Okay. Who's this? Who the fetch is this, too? Not your normal Superman. Spawn an alternate version of Superman. Okay. Okay, everyone. So, wow, it actually spawns me right here. Okay. Wait, what's this about? I was literally just about to, like, record for something, like, right as I turn this game on, but... oh, this is the hero creator. Oh, okay. View your collection of custom objects. Oh, there is actually a trophy for this, so I guess this is a good way to get started, so... Let's start off with friggin', I'll start off with Superman on him. Yo, I should totally make Invincible, dude. That would be so dope. Anyways. Actually, I'll go ahead and say it right now. So, this game is really, like, kind of all over the place. There's not really, like, a rhythm or rhyme. There's just kind of a bunch of sections. Missions are all over the place. They're constantly, you know, changing. And all the trophies are very random. There is story trophies for completing, like, these guys' origin stories. And then eventually there's one for getting every outfit and completing, like, the secret mission or whatever. But in terms of everything else, it's very out of order. It's all over the place. And in terms of editing, I'm, like, sitting here and I'm like, I don't even know how I'm supposed to edit this. But then I got an idea. All the trophies, I will literally just get them all right here. Not all of them, but most of them that are just very random. I'll just pop them all right here, and then I'll go over, like, the story on my script or whatever. You'll see. Obviously, you guys are already witnessing how it is, but that's kind of like my idea. So let's go ahead and pop all the trophies. For this one, I just need to modify this guy. I'll probably look up how to make Invincible. I think the hair is fine for this, for Invincible, but low-key, he'll be pretty cool to make. But just for the sake of a trophy, I just need to add something, so I guess I'll friggin', like, paint your face, dude. Like, come on now. Yo, wait. Now I'm honestly kind of getting more ideas for Invincible. That'll be, like, really difficult to do, though. I'll probably look up if there's, like, a video on it, honestly. Or maybe just look up what he looks like. I know what he looks like, but I can't just really go off memory. Anyways, there we go. Write a name for this object. Test. You'll be Test, so I know how to make you invincible, and I'll come back to you, bud. Alright. There we go. Forging Justice. Now, let's get to the thing that I was trying to talk about. Until we get the trophy, Aquaman Bizarro. There we go. Not your normal Aquaman. What the fetch? Is that one like an evil dude or something? Well, I'm gonna delete you all real quick. Batgirl, whatever. But these ones? Right? Yeah. The guide is tripping. It's these kind of ones. Not your normal Batman. That one definitely looks a little weird, but... Alright, next one is... Cyborg Siberian. Whoa. There you go. Not your normal cyborg. Dude, that's freaking dope. What the heck? Flash Bizarro. What the? Is he like fat? Is he like obese? What is this? He's evil too, apparently. Not your normal Flash. Alright, well, since they're fighting, it's time to get rid of them all. Bizarro Green Lantern. There we go. Not your normal Green Lantern. It only took this many Green Lanterns to get that one, but... Martian Manhunter? Okay. This one's definitely going to be the alternate one here, right? Yeah, not your normal Martian Manhunter. Let's just... Can I just... Alright, well, I'll get rid of you that way then. Alright, is there another one? Woman? Bombshell. Not your normal Wonder Woman. So that is all those trophies. There's one for spawning 150 Green Lanterns. Bruh. Need something to crack it open. There. There we go. Kind of a big deal. Get 3,000 out of Justice League reputation. There we go. You're so dangerous, I need a weapon to protect myself with. What if I make you the weapon? Oh, what if I make you the weapon? There we go. Super popular. Get 3,000 out of Metropolis reputation. Let's go get reputation and Gotham, and then we're gonna continue the stupid story. There we go. Gotham Baller. Let's get another trophy real quick as well. And that is, let's go get an outfit. Now, how do I find them? I don't know. Will they come up on here? Okay, yeah, so I have to come here. What is one that looks really cool? I do like the way this one looks. Only 200. Here we go, new skin. Can I equip it? Let's go. It also gives me the weapons. What the heck? Stop calling me. With that done, I was trying to finish the third main quest by helping Superman stop Lex Luthor, but it kept glitching on me like shown in the intro. I was pretty confused, and instead of trying to figure out the issue, I just decided to ignore the mission, and by the way, this was a huge mistake. Anyway, one of the things I decided to do instead was clear some of the Justice League's backstories, as doing so gives me some trophies. There are extra levels you can unlock from your reputation, so with my remaining reputation, I decided to complete some of these missions. Alright, if I won't, who will? I like your attitude. Here we go! Meet Bruce Wayne. Let's do another one. I don't really care about Wonder Woman. We can do you last. Sure, let's do Superman real quick. I use my incredible powers to stand up for those who cannot stand up for themselves. I lost one world. I will never let that happen to this world. How many people have you saved? I don't know, Maxwell, but that's not the point. People need someone to look up to, someone who can inspire them to fight against the evils of the world. Well, lucky to have you, Superman. Alright, I'll do my part. Meet Kal-El. Kal-El, cool. Let's do another one. Let's go. Was the toughest challenge the corpse had ever faced. Alright. There it is. Meet Hal Jordan. Now, after doing this, I wanted to grind a whole lot of reputation to basically get set for the rest of the main story, but not do the other origin story missions, and after grinding for hours upon hours, I decided it was time to return to the Superman mission, and this is where everything went downhill. Now, I want to show my a lot of reactions to this clips, but before I show my reactions, I need to explain what's going on here. So, in this mission, which is basically the super buggy part of the game, I needed to turn Superman into lead. And the final part of the mission, I need to turn a sword or hammer into kryptonite so Superman can beat down Lex Luthor. And this is where the glitchy stuff would start. The first part is, whenever I'd get to this part, I would craft the kryptonite weapon, but whenever I'd give it to Superman, the weapon would just disappear somewhere without a trace, and the level wouldn't move on. Next part is sometimes I would get here and Superman would just freeze. Lex Luthor would keep hitting him, but Superman would just float there, or sometimes even both of them would. And the final part is sometimes Superman would successfully grab the weapon, but the level wouldn't advance, and Superman and Lex Luthor would just start glitching out. Now, a lot of this I thought was initially my fault, so I watched and did exactly what multiple guides did to assure I wasn't making a mistake in the level, and sure enough, the glitch was still not getting fixed. Now, after all of this is when I knew something bad was going on, and trust me when I say there is a ton of info on this glitch due to the fact that this glitch is dangerous. Now, I didn't want to go in with any bad fixes. Those are the last and final straw to fix this glitch. Initial ones were just delete the game, upload your save file using PS Plus, and reload from the start of the mission, or back boot it up from the Batcave. And none of these were working. The next thing that often fixes the glitch is go through the dialogue extremely slow, as sometimes it fixes it, and it wasn't working. The next thing was, instead of flying and using tons of weapons to kill enemies, I need to make the game harder by traveling uses boxes and jumping shoes, and only use a gun to kill each enemy. The glitch still wasn't getting fixed, so now I was left with only one choice. I needed to wipe my save data, and by this point, because I decided to grind so much reputation beforehand, I would lose 10 hours of progress. And want to know the worst part? The glitch still was not fixed. Alright, I made it back here. Didn't actually take that long, but that doesn't make up for all the other progress I would have lost. So, yeah, dude, I am just, oh my gosh, I am praying this doesn't go bad, okay? Goodness gracious, man. So I have to take this one very slow. So I can't skip through this. So I'm taking this one slowly. My heart's pumping fast, bro. I'm so freaking scared this won't work, dude. Okay. Sword. kryptonite. It's looking a little buggy, but you stupid game, bro. I don't even know what to say, dude. Like, what is wrong with this freaking game, man? Like, it's pissing me off, dude. Alright. I don't know what to do, man. I don't know what to do, so I'm giving up for now. So yeah, as you can see, I wasn't very happy. I kept digging and digging for more and more info on how to fix the glitch, using some of the most obscure fixes possible, like deleting your save data, then deleting the game after, then reset the PS5, then play the level using very certain items to ensure the game doesn't bug. And yet, no luck. And you see, the one thing I didn't tell you guys was the one thing I tried to pretend didn't happen to me. You see, there's a rare chance that if you try and fix the glitch using every method, you could potentially have something called burner code, which is a glitch where it gets so bad to the point where the glitch itself essentially burns into the code of the game, which is the main reason why so many people warn you about this game on consoles. And unfortunately, I spent the next 3 days, hours and hours each day trying to find a solution to the glitch. Trying even more methods no one tried yet, because by this point, I was told there's nothing more I can do. But I didn't want to accept the fact that I got the burner code glitch. But unfortunately, after 6, 7, 8 hours of trying, I had to accept the fact that I was so unlucky that I got the burner code glitch. Now, let me tell you exactly how this works. You see, this game has a buggy code where the quest simply does not work, but each fix fixes that bug, allowing you to play the level. But there's a rare chance that glitch gets burned into the game's coding, making it impossible, yes, impossible to make it past this level, causing, you guessed it, soft locking me out of the game, making the platinum trophy unobtainable. Now, for you Steam players out there, you may say, well, there is a fix, you can change the code. And yes, you're right, changing the code of the game yourself does indeed fix this issue. But remember, I'm on console, not PC, meaning I cannot change the code, making this glitch impossible to fix. No matter what account on the PS5 I go on, the glitch is burned into my console, essentially, meaning the only way around this is to either A, buy an entirely new PS5, or B, give up the platinum and play the game on Steam instead. Now, this is still a platinum trophy video, so I won't be doing so in this video, but I will say, if this video gets 7,500 likes in 2 weeks, I will repurchase the game on Steam and get all the Steam achievements for another video. And yeah, from the clip shown previously, I was not happy about this, obviously, also considering I wasn't initially planning on ever doing a platinum trophy video ever again, but I really just wanted to do this due to how much I love this series. So this was a pretty painful experience. And you all saw the intro though, so it's not over yet. There still was the last Scribblenauts game, Scribblenauts Showdown. Now, I was actually not planning on doing every platinum for this video. I was just supposed to do the Mega Pack Platinum, but due to the glitch, I figured why not, and let's do Showdown instead, and I'll change the video up a bit. Now, going in though, I was pretty worried, because even though I heard the game takes no longer than 7 hours to platinum and it's super easy, I still heard that the game is genuinely a terrible game and is going to be the most boring 7 hours of my life. Also, right in jumping in, I heard you can basically do this platinum blindfolded, and half the platinum you're hitting one single button. So for the sake of me reading trophies and whatever, I would pay attention to what I was going to showcase for trophies, but after that there's like no clips to show because I just binged the Deadpool movies during this platinum and was painfully boring and not much to do. Anyway, the trophies are pretty straightforward, like every game for the first time, winning a game without losing one time, which I just use a second player to cheese these trophies to save time, and that's pretty much the whole platinum. But the reason it's grindy is because I would have to purchase every outfit in the game, which takes around 5 or more hours, while the other 2 hours are just trying everything for the first time to get every other trophy, and that's all there is to it. So here it is. Okay. Why am I too good at video games? Wait. Yo, there we go. Plate thrower. Win a game of get served without losing any health. Okay. Alright, cool. That was also a trophy, so that was easy. Cool. I think that's what it was. Yeah, okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, alright. Word master. Play every wordy game at least once. Alright, now I have to finish all the 25 for a different trophy. So... Wait, but this thing flies, so I don't ever have to jump. Oh my gosh. I'm ahead of the friggin' game, yo. Dude, he doesn't have to be crazy fast, bro. I don't even have to do anything, bro. Olympian. Win a game of super sprint without hitting an obstacle. Let's go. And something tells me this guy's not catching up even if he wanted to. Oh, it's still 2, but you know what? It doesn't matter because we're friggin' goated, yo. Yeah, give me that. Give me that, bruh. Oh, he's going for that 1. Here, get the 1, bud. Get the 1. You're not gonna win with that. You're gonna need to think a little bit harder. My word. Drone pilot. This one's for scoring at least 1,500. And I think there's one for the 25 as well, right? Yes. Battle Royale. Complete a 25 round versus match. And also Star Apprentice. Earn 25 starties. And also Star a Master. Earn 100 starties. And wow, we got a whole lot there. That's pretty nice. Alright, let's see what is next. Why is it not? Shake it more. Thank you. Alright, greatness is a habit. Won 5 in a row. Let's go. Alright, that's the 15. I don't know if I'm going to get multiple trophies here or not, but Speed Master, play every speedy game at least once. Deadlock, complete 15 round versus match. Shut out a player in versus by winning every single round. And that is it. Let me think of a cool one. Let's make friggin' invincible. That's like Superman hair. What's good hair that would match him? Yo, wait, I could low-key make Omni-Man. Oh. Body accessory. He's friggin' drippy. There. His name is gonna be friggin' Omni-Man. There, we made Omni-Man, guys. Totally looks like the real thing. Hey, I entered his name. Now, accept it. Okay. Okay. There we go. Create a Scribblenaut. We have friggin' Omni-Man, yo. You got a friggin' whole kitchen. You're cooked. Alright, Kiwi. I simply cannot mess this up. Okay, we need to take this very slow. Okay. Wait, I could low-key make my guy lose. Purposefully. No, his guy. Okay. Yeah, lose on purpose, little bro. You gotta stay right there. Stay right there. Let's go. That's the easiest way to do it. Carpet Rider. Whew, that was actually kind of scary, but I just realized I can purposely make that dude lose, and it'll be an easy trophy. So there we go. So yeah, Zeus wins. I'm cool. And there we go. Stalemate. Complete a 9-round versus match. Okay, we did it. Oh, my goodness. That was a sketchy one, but Flight Captain, there we go. Okay, it's this one. Alright. So just do a grenade every time because it explodes. Wait, what if I just straight up do a nuke? If I do a nuke, will that, like... You can do fetching... I don't know, gnocchi. I don't know what that is. Oh, it's food. Okay. Alright, let's see if a nuke explodes. Find the weak points. There's like a weak point right there. It does explode. Okay. That's 2. Bruh. This is kind of a... I don't think I did it, low-key. I think I fumbled, low-key. Oh, I did it. Okay, first try. All right, Junkyard Bully, I mean. Where is another? There we go. Ball and chain. Let's just finish this map up because I'll get starties and I need 1,500. So let's just... Alright, next thing. I need to make 15 of these things. So, boom, save character. Boom, save character. Boom, save character. There we go. Creator. It was that easy. There. Easy way to finish it. 1, 2. Oh my gosh. Forza crowd. That was so boring. It's finally over. Great. So happy to know that. Alright, well, let's go in here. That's already a trophy if I do this. So, I think Sandbox Store Survival is the name of the game in the jungle. Look out for beasts, creatures. Oh, these all... Okay, that one has awards. They all have awards in them. I guess I'm doing this, man. Or the only limit is your imagination. Okay, 2 shovels. Play sandbox with 2 players. Bubbles. If I say this one, it will be him, right? Yes. All in the family. There's Bubbles. Now, I'm not sure... Oh, I need to create like 100 objects while we're here too, right? There we go. Inventor extraordinaire. Create 100 sandbox items. And there is pretty much the entire platinum trophy, and that only took me a little over an hour to do that all. And now we move on to the final part of the platinum that makes us take a little over 7 hours, which isn't that bad, but the game is super boring, so this grind still kind of sucked. And for those wondering what it is I need to grind 2,000 stars to buy everything in the entire game. And for those wondering the quickest way to do this, it was having 2 controllers and constantly replaying this minigame here, and in about 1 minute I'd get around 20 stars. So yeah, I just watched all the Deadpool movies, and by the time I was done, I had enough stars to buy everything and finish the platinum up. But there is a gold trophy I can get real quick, and it's for owning... I think I have to play in all of them, but I think it's just for owning all of these. So I'm gonna just buy them all. Okay, I don't have to get them all. Sandbox Explorer. This is unfortunate. Okay, there we go. Sandbox Collector. Unlock all custom sandbox objects. I believe the next one is I just need to come over here to my Scribblenaut. I don't think it necessarily matters. Wait. Just have to... I guess I'll edit you, dude. There we go. Mechanic. Wait, what's that one? That's not the one I was going for. Oh, yes, it was. Alright, let's go ahead and finish this game up. So we need to go to my Scribblenaut, and I grinded the rest of the stars. I had to finish all the other things. And like the challenges, they were all really easy. They did take a little bit because sandbox mode is a little... It takes a little bit of time, but... Yeah, so let's go ahead and finish this game up. So I need to buy the rest of the things that I don't have, obviously. Alright, I did 10 over. Dr. Frankenstein, oh my goodness. Why? Okay, there we go. Showdown Superstar, baby. Let's go. And there you all have it. That was me attempting every Scribblenauts 100% completion. And remember, 65,000 subs by the end of the year, and I'll do the 400-hour-long game, and 7,500 likes on this video in 2 weeks, and I'll do Unmasked again on Steam. I really hope you all enjoyed today's video. Please make sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe to the channel, and I hope to see you all in the next one.